Rangers play Hibernian today in the Scottish Premiership, and the Light Blues will be looking for another big win to continue their form, going into a highly anticipated clash with Athletic Club next Thursday. Ahead of today's game, Rangers look set to make a decision on a defender, as an agreement is said to be imminent. We will look into this in today's video, whilst also going over all the latest Rangers news from the last 24 hours. There is so much to discuss in today's video, so be sure to like the video and subscribe to the channel for daily Rangers content. But first, the Union Bears have released a statement ahead of Rangers Europa League quarter-final first leg, with Athletic Club on Thursday evening. The Basque outfit travelled to Ibrox, aiming to take home a positive result to the San Mames a week later. Rangers earned their place at this stage of the competition following a dramatic penalty shootout victory over Fenerbahce in the last 16. They now face the might of the La Liga outfit, and, for the clash, Ultras Group the Union Bears have urged supporters to bring the noise and colour at the Copeland Stairs from 6:30 p.m. onwards. Before their last 8 clash with Athletic comes into view, Rangers take on Hibernian in the Scottish Premiership later this afternoon. Barry Ferguson will look to come through the match unscathed, with one eye on Thursday evening. His side defeated Dundee 4-3 last time out in a topsy-turvy affair at Dens Park, in which Cyril Desas came up trumps with the winner in stoppage time. With Hibs unbeaten in 15 league matches, Rangers can expect a stern test today. They're pretty well versed in how they play, and I think they've got their success from playing a certain shape, said coach Neil McCann. I really can't see them changing it. They've got some really good players, they've got an understanding and a belief about the group. They're going to pose a very hard challenge for us at Ibrox, so we need to be ready to get our boys into shape with a plan that we think can bring us 3 points on Saturday. Now, in a huge defender decision update, John Souttar has established himself as first choice at centre-back for club and country this term, and risen to the top of the rankings at Ibrox and Hampden. Yet the defender is old enough and wise enough to know his place in another pecking order. In terms of the to-do list, he acknowledges that his contract situation is not the most pressing one for those in positions of power at Rangers right now. Souttar's time, like it has again this season, will come. It is fair to say that there has been plenty to do in recent months as managerial change has come amidst a rollercoaster campaign at home and abroad. Rangers have failed domestically and Philippe Clement paid the price. Now Barry Ferguson has brought back pride and performances with the wins over Fenerbahce and Celtic and battling Premiership victories at Kilmarnock and Dundee. All of the highs and lows on the pitch have come, of course, while discussions continue over seismic changes off the park. Talks are ongoing as Andrew Kavanagh and Parag Maraf look to herald in a new regime at Ibrox, and appointments in the roles of sporting director and manager will follow. The renewal of Souttar's contract, which is due to expire at the end of next season, has not been the main item on the agenda therefore. Both parties remain willing to make a deal. When it is, it will have been well earned after another impressive campaign from the defender. Yeah, apart from the month and a half I was out injured, Souttar said, when asked if this was the best period of his Rangers career. Apart from that, I've played pretty consistently. I've obviously got back into the Scotland team too. That's something I was aiming for after last summer, to get playing regularly here and play as many games as possible. Then hopefully that would see me get back involved with the national setup. And thankfully I've been able to do that. To be honest, I've not spoken about my contract for a while. There have been loads of changes at the club, so that situation has gone on the back burner. I've not spoken to anyone about it for a while. I'm just concentrating on my football and let others deal with what they have to deal with. Hopefully it then gets resolved. There is so much going on at the club just now. I'm sure that when there is some stability, they'll get sorted. I think I've just been the same this season as I was when I joined the club. I just try and do everything I can for the team. That's whether in games, in training, or around the dressing room. That behind-the-scenes role will be the extent of Souttar's influence next week, as he is consigned to a watching brief while Ferguson's side face Athletic Club at Ibrox. After the emotion of that night against Fenerbahce had subsided, the realization hit that Souttar would be suspended for the first leg of the quarter-final fixture. The visit of Hibernian must be taken care of first and foremost. Souttar will look to play his part in the Premiership, and then watch on as Rangers aim to give themselves a chance heading into the second leg later this month. Everyone is feeling positive, Souttar said. I think we've had a good few weeks. On the back of the European win, we've won the Old Firm game and beaten Dundee. Everyone is feeling positive. But there is also that underlying thing that nobody wants to give up chances like we did last weekend. We shouldn't have to do much as we did to win a game. That's something we've looked at this week, and everyone is on it for the weekend. Nobody has really mentioned the European game, to be honest. Everyone has been fully focused on the weekend. Everyone is playing for their place next Thursday, so everyone has to perform at the weekend to do that. I'm suspended for Thursday, so it'll be a hard watch for me. But it's not about me, it's about the team. So if I don't play and we win, I couldn't care less. If Rangers are to progress, they will have to improve. The results earned in recent weeks have brought back a feel-good factor to the support, but the manner of the performances have, at times, left a lot to be desired. Rangers have yet to record a shutout after 6 fixtures under Ferguson's guidance. Chances have been created and goals have been scored at the other end, but conceding with such regularity is a concern that must be addressed sooner rather than later. Yeah, of course, Souttar said. You want to keep clean sheets as a defender, and that stat is not good enough here. We need to get back to keeping clean sheets between now and the end of the season. Nobody at the back wants to concede goals. That's the mentality we need to get from the forward line to the back line. That we need to be solid and we need to hard to beat. We need to create that mentality so we don't concede as much as we're conceding now. It's been frustrating. You really don't want to concede goals, especially as a defender or goalkeeper. You pride yourself on keeping the ball away from the goal and not conceding goals. So that is really something we need to change because that statistic is not good enough. The manner of the victory at Dens Park last time out encapsulated so much of the good, the bad and the ugly of Rangers this season. Ferguson lamented the return of the habits of old, but had to praise his players for the character that was shown to come from 2-0 and 3-1 down to snatch victory in the closing seconds. A repeat of that performance will see Hibernian fancy their chances at Ibrox. As showing anywhere near that level, we'll see Athletic put one foot in the semi-finals. A lot needs to improve from how we started the game against Dundee, conceding the goals we did, Souttar said. Obviously, it's good that we came back and scored the goals, but we shouldn't need to score 4 goals to win a game. It's something we've been looking at and something we need to improve. We didn't start the game well at all. We were probably too deep, we didn't keep the ball and forced it with too many turnovers. We gave them the chance to get on top of us and didn't have any control of the game. That was allied to them getting chances and scoring. That's something we simply cannot allow to happen whether we're at home or away. We can't give teams the kind of start we gave Dundee. A lot of the mistakes were basic errors. That's something we need to eradicate from our game. We just can't let the opposition score 2 goals early on, as that gives us a mountain to climb. But that is all for today's video. Thank you for watching. I hope you did enjoy. If you did, please drop a like on the video and subscribe to the channel for daily Rangers content. We post all the latest Rangers news every single day, so make sure you join our fast growing community so you never miss out. Thank you. I'll see you in the next video.